As a gift, I received an older, fatter version of the PlayStation 2. Being an avid player of the older PS1 games, I searched through the local Goodwill
How funny.
for any PS1 or PS2 games. I was so excited when I found a copy of Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. The only thing I got upset was every time I played the game, I could never save because it needed a PS1 memory card to save. Being irritated at this, I looked online to see if there were any cheat codes to help me speed up the game. I found the basic ones like more life or more fruit, but I came across one that just said A3247, and for the code, it was just LLRX. At first I was confused because this was one of the shortest codes I have ever seen. I decided to look it up online since it had no description, so I put the code into my search engine and to my disappointment nothing came up. So I shut the game off and went to bed. The next day I thought I'd put the code in and see what would happen. The worst that could happen was it didn't work. So I got to the screen, input the code, and it took me to the polar bear one. Instead of everything being covered in snow, it was covered in blood. The music was very distorted. The bear ran with a limp like it had broken its leg or something. Every box turned into a nitro box and it was hard to avoid them. Then without any warning, the bear collapsed, sending Crash flying into a wall of nitro boxes. They, they, they sorry, everybody. They exploded, but not in the cartoonish way. It blew pieces of them everywhere. I thought I
Oh.
was thoroughly disgusted. I turned, I turned the game off, not wanting to see it anymore. Sorry, everybody. I can't stop laughing.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds like one of the best Crash Bandicoot levels ever.
Yeah, it sounds even better. It's a secret level. I went to the site that had the cheat code. To my surprise and horror, it wasn't there. I contacted a friend of mine that was an admin for the site. It made him review the records to see who took it down. When he replied, he told me there was no such cheat. Bewildered, I turned the game back on. Somehow, even without a card, it was saved on that level. The snow was back to normal, but in the corner lay the bear, beaten to death with a pipe that lay beside in a pool of blood. Crash, who now looked crazy, started laughing manically.
Wait, isn't Crash already crazy enough?
Maniac. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he is.
What?
The code I had entered popped up on the screen, but the numbers moved. The 7 was flipped to the right, the 4 upside down, and then the 3 was turned around. After a moment, I realized it spelled death. I ripped the cord out of the wall and did turn off, but the word death written with the numbers was burned into my TV screen. My friend emailed me back and asked if the code was LLRX. I asked him why it would matter. Back when the game was first made, there was a man who worked on the Crash Bandicoot series. His place in the studio was to make the cheats. After a few years, he was fired for putting morbid things into the game. His last cheat was overlooked in the last copy of the game. To this day, the image was still on my TV. There's a little update down here. I'll read that too. I heard recently there was a man who had bought this game for his son. After playing it, his son went missing and presumed dead, so he gave away his son's things. His cousin decided to play the game as well and has also went missing. Since that first boy disappeared, the image burned on my TV is no longer there.